Minasan, okarinasai. Today, someone who is on the younger side, but compared to the other girls her age, she has, in my opinion, a very good resume, and I would just consider her very successful overall with a very bright future ahead of her. Miyu Tomita, born November 15th, 1999 in Saitama, with the agency Amuse Inc., while her music is under Nippon Columbia. Miyu first became interested in voice acting while in elementary school after watching the series Vampire Knight. She also became a fan of voice acting legend Mamoru Miyano around this time. He voiced the main character, by the way. She was a finalist at the 2014 Anyton Voice Acting Audition, and in the same year she won the Grand Prix at the Voice Actor Artist Development Program Selection Audition. That is far too many words for a competition name. Anyway, 2015 was her debut year at 15 years old, having minor roles in Is This the Order of the Rabbit and Umaru-chan, but also actually voicing the young version of Taihei. She would actually have like 10 unnamed roles in this show as it went on. 2016 was definitely the real start of her career, having 2 leads, despite still being in high school. That's really good for her. The first one is Otoko in the short form series Please Tell Me, Galko-chan. And the other is Yume Nijino, the main character of Aikatsu Stars. But she also had this young lad Roberto in the Garo Divine Flame movie. Great year for her, but we're just getting started. As in 2017, she had even more leads. One in a really fun show, and the other was a really good show. First up, the fun one, voicing Gabriel, the titular character in Gabriel Dropout, singing the opening with the rest of the main cast. Highly recommend the song. Also just a phenomenal cast in general. The next one is the really good show, Made in Abyss, voicing Riko. She also had Kuina in Hinako Note, Mina in The Seven Mortal Sins, and young Luke in Garo Vanishing Line. 2018 is one of her smaller years. Tina in Overlord Season 2, Catherine in Ulysses, Jeanne d'Arc and the Alchemist Knight, then leads Aoi Mashiro in Holmes of Kyoto, and Sophie Twilight in Miss Vampire Who Lives in My Neighborhood. But this year she also joined the Seiyu unit Callisis, formed for the mobile game titled Arca Last, adopting the purple image color and having 1 full album along with 7 singles with the girls. They were on a hiatus for a bit, but now they're back and they'll actually have a new song coming out sometime soon. Also, shoutouts to Aya Yamane, she is adorable. 2019, she debuted as a solo artist with her single Present Moment, opening for After School Dice Club, also voicing Midori, also singing the ending with the other leads. She also had Chika in The Magnificent Kotobuki, Minami in Wasteful Days of High School Girls, Yuni in ZX Code Reunion, Yuka in Arifueta, and Funifura in the Konosuba movie. Then another big one, Rizu in We Never Learn, with her and the other girls in the show forming a unit known as Study. A very fitting name considering the premise of the show. They have had 1 album and 2 singles, all tied to the anime. This year she also released her only photo book so far, Hitachi, which also featured some of her own drawings. 2020 was actually one of her biggest years. First she released the song Wings and Confession. Not an Annie song, but it is her highest rated track, and pop singer Zach, along with musician Tom Hack, helped create the song. She also had Broken Sky, opening for talentless Nana, also voicing Yuka. That character is kind of yikes, but not as much as Crimvale in Interspecies Reviewers. On a less yabai note, she voiced Ebisu in Dodo Hey Dodo. There's also Akane in Haikyuu, absolutely love her. Nonoka in Sports Climbing Girls, Yumemi in Hatana Illusion, debuting into One Room with Season 3 as Akira, and another big one, Miko in Kaguya-sama Love is War, having around 13 brand new roles this year. 2021, her first full album, Prologue. Then as for anime, she chilled out a bit, voicing Shelly in Battle Athletes Restart, Alice in Combatants Will Be Dispatched, shoutouts to Miku singing the banger opening, but she also had Momoka in Vivi, Yai in Love Live Superstar, Emma in The Hidden Dungeon Only I Can Enter, and Julieta in Restaurant to Another World Season 2. I guess there was also Yggdrasil in X-Arm, another yikes. So moving right on to 2022, her first mini album, Fizzy Night, and she had her 4th single Over, opening for Data Live Season 4. Weirdly enough, she doesn't have a character in this series. Very, very weird considering this is her biggest year in terms of anime roles. So I'm going to try to get through them real fast, even though some of these have really stupid long names. Alright, let's go. T-Royal in Sabikui Bisco, Chiyome in Skeleton Knight in Another World, Tawata in The Heart of Kunoichi Tsubaki, Shiho in Classroom of the Elite Season 2, Little Alberta in The Smile of the Ars Notoria, Isana in My Stepmom's Daughter is My Ex, really great name, not really, but shoutouts to Harumoe singing the ending theme. Let's finish off with 4 more real quick. Chuachiri, definitely said that wrong, in Gundam The Witch from Mercury. There's Homare in Shine Post, Gekka in Prima Doll, and Kizuna in Shield Hero Season 2. Great character. For this god-tier gaming year of 2023, she got COVID right at the beginning of the year. Big F. She has continued her roles in Konosuba, Gundam, Kuma Kuma Bear, Shadowverse, reincarnated as a slime, and Eminence in Shadow. Pretty sure I only mentioned half of those earlier, but yeah, she's also in those other shows too. Then she had new characters in 2Q Crisis as Sasara, Kamigatsu as the female version of Beltron, actually the exact same situation with the next one too, the female version of Matsuri in Ayakashi Triangle. There's also Fian in Endo and Kobayashi Live, Yua in Reborn to Master the Blade, and Flora in Farming Life in Another World. Well, she's also in the 100 Girlfriends show and the Reborn as a Vending Machine anime. Those last two are exactly why people don't take anime seriously. Anyway, Miyu had her most recent single Silent Beat release today. Well, today in Japan at least. She's just out here grinding her ass off these last few years. Next year, she's already got a lead of Tomochika in My Instant Death ability is so overpowered, and Kiwi in Jellyfish Can't Swim in the Night. Throughout her career, she has had minor or unnamed characters in shows like Welcome to the Ballroom, King's Game, Banana Fish, Bee Project, Hakiba Maid War, Kakurio Bed and Breakfast for Spirits, Mitsuboshi Colors, Ikebukuro Westgate Park, and Saiki Kusuo. Of course, there is more, but that's most of them. And she would sing songs that weren't from her solo career in shows like Made in Abyss, Interspecies Reviewers, Combatants Will Be Dispatched, Golko-chan, 100 Girlfriends, Hinako Note, Miss Vampire, Sports Climbing Girls, Hayakashi Triangle, Magnificent Kotobuki, and Ars Notoria. All of these sang with other cast members, having about 16 music credits in total. Video games include about 18 credits, the usual suspects like Arknights, Azure Lane, Blue Archive, and Grand Blue Fantasy. Anime tie-ins for Made in Abyss and Ars Notoria, also being in the Onsen Musume game. But then there's multimedia franchises where she doesn't appear in the main anime, but she is in the game and performs live, like Idolmaster Cinderella Girls as Akira Tsunazuka, and Revue Starlight as Lala Fin Nanomiya, but also Assault Lily as Himika Satomori. I don't think she's actually performed live as that one though. Then the last two are pretty big, Layla in Genshin Impact, and voicing Shez, the protagonist of Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. On to her concerts and live appearances. 2 solo lives, named after her albums Prologue and Fizzy Night, in 2021 and 23 respectively. Annie-sama, she's only been there once in 2021, but she actually had a duet with Ayaka Ohashi singing a Code Geass opening. Over at Animax, she was there twice, 2019 Yokohama, and then again in 2021 for the online show. This time her duet was with Kanako Takatsuki, and they sang a Bleach song. There was also a duet with pop singer Haruka as well. Good stuff. With Revue Starlight, she's only been at the 3rd Star Live, Starry Diamond, and with Idolmaster, she has had quite a few shows. The Cinderella Girls 10th Anniversary Magical Wonderland Tour, the broadcast and live Happy New Year Yell event, Like for Live in 2022, and the Shoutout Live earlier this year, usually being on only one of the 2 days that each of these shows have had. But next month, she will be at the big event, the Another Dimension Festival Idolmaster Love Live Song Battle. It's going to be a historic moment for us Idol fans. She's also been at a bunch of Amuse singing and talk events. She's basically a headliner for her agency. A few other things to mention are her being at Anime Expo in 2019 to promote Made in Abyss, being at a big Onsen Radio event with other ladies who have programs on that station, like Hinata Sato, Risa Tanada, and all of Dialogue. And Miyu has been a guest singer at the Miyako Premium Live. She also often appears on her agency's YouTube channel for a variety of videos, and she's been on the CrossSing YouTube channel as part of their 3rd season, singing Kai Kai Kitan from Jujutsu Kaisen. So let's move on to the fun facts. I actually have a lot, but this video is already plenty long, so for now, just a few. I definitely said that with quotations. She's 153 centimeters or 5 foot even. She is on both Twitter X and Instagram, as well as a YouTube channel for her music. She used to be very active on it, but this year she hardly posted anything. She also has her Tabihani Radio with Kaori Maeda on Onsen Radio Station, then an official fan club called Plus U. She has a couple of different nicknames, Tomi or Tomitan. I think she originally wanted Miyutan or wanted the fans to call her that, but Kubota already has that taken. But Tomita also has Miyuel, though that last one she does not like, and it was meant to just be a joke because of her Interspecies Reviewers character. However, if she were to be born a boy, then she would have been named Tokiya. She has a dog, a Shiba Inu, named Kohaku. or Amber if translated. She chose this name because the back of his ears are slightly brown, and it shines when the light hits it, looking like an amber color. But she has also said she'd like to get a corgi as well, and has even shown interest in getting a cat. She studied karate for 7 years and apparently has a black belt, and she said she would also like to study aikido, but she has no interest in regular sports. She has 2 younger brothers, and unlike Miku Ito, her brothers are very sweet to her. But to be similar to Miku, Miyu is very protective of them and gets jealous when they talk to girls. Tomita was a member of the manga research club in high school, and she used to partake in relay races. The day after her high school graduation, she had a concert to perform, but the day of her graduation, she had to do the rehearsal. So after she got her diploma, her and her manager just sprinted over to the concert site. As we saw earlier with her photo book, she has pretty good artistic skills, and she actually would have studied art if she went to college. Her favorite foods are apples, chestnuts, and omurice, but she is allergic to watermelon. She enjoys gaming, though she claims to be really bad at it, usually playing otome games such as Hakuoki and Utano Prince-sama. By the way, if you don't know, otome games are just the reverse harem genre. You are the leading lady with multiple male love interests, sometimes even female interests too. She loves Pokemon, saying it's her favorite gaming series, with Luxray being her favorite mon. Great choice, definitely up there as one of my favorites as well. The Gen 4 games were the first ones that she played, so she clearly has a bias like most of us do. She is also a big fan of the Pokemon Eevee. She mentioned this once, and fans sent her many plushies, which she started to put all around her bed. She also had a Rotom phone case with a Lucario strap on it. And the first Pokemon movie is also just one of her favorites in general. She is also a fan of Bakuryu Sentai Aba Ranger, or Power Rangers Dino Thunder, and in particular she likes the Black Ranger. She usually likes the 6th member of the team or just the ones who join later in the season. She has the same last name as fellow Revstar performer Maho Tomita, though I'm pretty sure there is no relation, and there's actually an actress 1 year younger than her with the exact same name. But her Miyu is spelled M-I-U in English and has different kanji in Japanese. Then for the last thing, I just want to shout out the time her and Kana Ichinose visited a cat cafe and the cats completely ignored them. Actually, also shoutouts to the time that she burned her toast so bad that it became charcoal. She apparently takes L's on the daily. And with that, we have reached the ending. I'll skip the closing thoughts this time since I feel like I've talked about her enough. TLDR, she's great, cute, handsome, and talented. Definitely listen to her music. Thank you so much for watching. Please join me in the next one about the rock violin group in Bandori. I will be skipping next week though since I'm working on some bigger stuff, but I will have a fun short to post that day. Extra fun if you like the Marvel MCU movies. As always, I look forward to seeing you there.